A house is built one brick at a time, brick by brick. A game is won one play at a time. A business grows one customer at a time. Every big leap begins with a series of small steps, slowly but surely, brick by brick. But what sounds easy can be tricky. It takes expertise, patience, dedication, and most importantly, hard work. A lot of hard work. Long days and long nights, brick by brick. That is why I wake up each morning trying to do just that. I have already traveled over 2,000 miles across the district in 3 months. I visited over 100 businesses and organizations. I've talked to the job creators and the people who make things for them. The message has been clear and simple. Get our country moving again. Spend our hardworking tax dollars wisely and get our economy rolling. To do that takes a lot of hard work, brick by brick. In Congress, we are doing just that. I've worked across the aisle to pass bills that help you, help our business owners, and help our veterans. Our nation's heroes must get the proper care and respect they deserve. So we passed a bill that expands health care choices for our veterans and gives our heroes more freedom and more options in their health care decisions. We also passed a new law that takes on one of the biggest problems facing our veterans today, suicide and adjusting to life back home. There are 8,000 veterans committing suicide a year. That's 22 suicides a day. That's more than the amount of veterans that have died in all of Iraq and Afghanistan. That's a problem that needs attention. And we took bipartisan action to fix it. So we passed a bill to make it easier for veterans to get access to mental health care resources they need. And if we're going to get our country moving again, we first need to get our veterans working again. So we passed a bill that incentivizes small business owners to hire more of our heroes. Small businesses are the backbone of our economy. 7 out of 10 new jobs in America are at a small business. But often they are held back by excessive government regulations. So we pass bills that force the government to craft smarter, less burdensome regulations. Also come with maximum transparency and the lowest possible cost. Give employers more of a say before they go into effect. These are all common sense bipartisan solutions that we've come up with in Congress. We also made significant progress when it comes to tightening our spending. Importantly, we passed a better budget for a stronger America. We passed a budget that balances in 10 years without raising taxes, that cuts $5.5 trillion in spending, that calls for a fairer, simpler tax code, and places this country on a path to paying off our debt by growing the economy and making government more efficient, effective, and accountable. That's just common sense to me. And with a budget, I'm able to serve you even more effectively. You see, I serve on the House Appropriations Committee, which is responsible for taking that budget, divvying up how your tax dollars are spent by different agencies. This year, we've already had over 60 hearings and grilled over 200 officials about how we can spend your tax dollars more efficiently and effectively. This process has led to the first 3-year stretch of declining federal spending since Eisenhower's first term in office. That's real accomplishment. And I've continued my quest to preserve and protect our Great Lakes, because they are an economic and environmental treasure right here on our shores, accounting for 1.5 million jobs, $62 billion in wages, and more importantly, drinking water for 40 million people. The Great Lakes are worth protecting, so that's why I'm leading the charge here in Congress to make sure we take care of this national treasure. Now, all these are victories that might not have the flashy bells and whistles that you want, but it's what our country needs. In order to keep forging ahead, we have to keep succeeding, brick by brick. We have to take off our red jerseys and our blue jerseys, put on our red, white, and blue jerseys, and do it together. And when we do that, one brick at a time, we'll get our country moving again.